Yellow columns are Bitcoin. So the last yellow column is Bitcoin in the current 5-minute period, and as we can see, it's down. Bitcoin's been down in the last 3 5-minute candles. We're currently down about 0.1%. And when Bitcoin pulls back, obviously we get the outsiders where we make all our money. And with Bitcoin down 0.1%, we have pairs such as AXS down 0.8%, HOT 0.8%, and these are the ones to watch. So 7 seconds to go on this candle, and we're about to get a fresh 5-minute candle. Okay, so here we go, and let's see who's first out of the gates. We're monitoring 160 pairs, and we have a breakout score of Bitcoin of 3.72, 4.16. So the breakout score ranges from -50 to 50. And right now we're right in the middle in a consolidation zone at 4. Breakout score of 4. All right, just takes a few more seconds to get the data to start populating. So let's get ready for the start of this 5-minute candle. Just hang in there. We've got 4 groups of 40 pairs, so 160 pairs. And there we go, KSOS is first out of the gates, 0.5% up. SLP, Smooth Love Potion, right behind. Bitcoin is up, so if we're looking at which direction the market's likely to head on this candle, we're currently heading up. Bitcoin is up almost 0.1%. These little white dots are the rest of the market. So that big white dot that we see on our current candle, we can see the market is actually up as well. There are 4 little dots per candle representing the 4 groups. We've got group 1, which is the big players, Bitcoin, ETH, etc. Then group 2 has the next group down based on daily volume, group 3 and group 4. So the big white dot is the main market. The next size dot, a little smaller, is group 2. The third is group 3, and then the tiny little dot is group 4. These are based on FTX daily volume figures. So the small dot there has some fairly low volume pairs in there, and you've really got to watch. Some of them are in the range of, some of them even $10,000 to $50,000 a day worth of trades, so not much at all. So really the big white dot is the one we're looking for. So we've got waves out in front at 0.6. I often, when I feel there is a pump happening, I usually jump in once a pair has reached about 0.5 on a single 5-minute candle, and then it's basically just profit as we're moving up from there. So Alice is out in front, heading for 0.8. We're about 0.7 for Alice. Then SNX, Waves, KSOS, YFI, and RSR. They're the most profitable pairs right now on a 5-minute candle. If you wanted to be long anything right now, you'd want to be long Alice, because Alice is generating the most money in the market right now. The best short, the best short is, well, there we go. We've just broken through 0.5% for People Perp. Bitcoin's still strong. The market's still pushing up. And we have KSOS at the top. We've broken 1% for KSOS. Almost 1.4% for KSOS. If we'd gone long at the start of this 5-minute candle on KSOS, we'd be up 1.5%. If we'd gotten in at the point where it broke through our green dotted line there, we'd be up about 1%. Okay, we still have 1:40 to go on our 5-minute candle. Breakout score of Bitcoin's increasing. We now have a breakout score of 5.6. Anything over 10 you can consider to be a breakout. We're almost at 10 now. Often when the breakout score gets to 10, it will keep pushing higher, but it can easily sit from -10 to 10, which is our consolidation zone. It can often sit there for quite a long time. But once it passes 10, we often get a bit of a run. All right, I'm going to leave you there. I'm going to just have a really quick look at the 4-hour candle. Okay, so Bitcoin is definitely not breaking out on the 4-hour. Breakout score of 0.79 with an hour 20 still on the clock for the 4-hour candle. So Bitcoin's pretty much flat in terms of its breakout score. However, it has had a nice move this candle. We are up over 0.5%. And let's just have a look at who the best players are here. Dash is on top, ADA, and then Bitcoin, which is kind of surprising for Bitcoin to be the third best performing pair on the 4 hour. You know, usually we have Bitcoin sitting down closer to the center line with some of these altcoins way out in front, but here we can see Bitcoin's actually performing incredibly well. However, I was not scrolled out far enough, and we can see all of the best pairs actually up the top. Apologies for that. RSR way out in front on our 4 hour candle of 10%. And I'm going to leave you there, folks. Have fun out there. My recommendation is don't trade, but if you are going to trade, at least trade some of these pairs that are outperforming the rest of the market. RSR, KSOS. It's great when you see one of these pairs appearing on the 4 hour and also down on the 5 minute. So KSOS was the top of the 5 minute and it's performing here on the 4 hour, so we know it is in the middle of a fairly significant run. Let's just pop back to our 5 minute. Make sure we zoom all the way out this time. There we go. Okay, so this is start of a new 5 minute candle, 4 minutes left on the clock. Looks like we're positive again. No one over 0.5% yet. Confirm, there we go. Perp up 0.5%. Market's moving up. We can see that white dot moving up, so the whole market is pushing higher. Bitcoin's pushing higher. AVAX has broken through 0.5%. Pull these pairs up on a chart and you will see they are the only pairs that are pumping. Perp and AVAX are the only pairs pumping on this current 5 minute candle. And here we go. Sol has broken through 0.8%. Audio, SNX, TLM, and AVAX. Again, that's Perp, number one, Sol, Audio, SNX, TLM, and AVAX. Pull any of those up on a chart, you'll see they're absolutely pumping. You could either try and jump on the pump as it's moving or get ready for the pullback. I've been having some great success lately just trading the pullbacks, waiting for these big pumps and getting ready to catch a short as they pull back off their pump. But hey, you can chase it either way. All right, I'm going to leave it there, folks. Talk soon. Bye. Session. We're on a 4 hour chart and we're just going to have a look and see who the best and worst performers are as we speak. So we can see the yellow columns are the Bitcoin movement per 4 hour candle. So we can see currently in this 4 hour candle we are actually down below the center line. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 4 hour candles in positive territory, but we have now sunk down below the center line, and Bitcoin's currently down at almost 0.2%. But while Bitcoin's down 0.2%, we've got all these altcoins down here that are down much more than that. And the pair that's leading the pack down is TLM, minus 2%. Oh, there we go. Just corrected that. GST is now at the bottom there at 1.8%. So that's the most money in the market right now. If you're long or short anything, you'd want to be short GST, down 1.8% in this current 4 hour candle. So the yellow columns are the Bitcoin movement, the white dots are the market itself. So the large circle there, the large white dot, is group 1, which has Bitcoin, ETH, and the top 40 pairs. Then the next size circle down is group 2, then we have group 3, and then the tiny little dot is group 4. So there are 4 of those little white dots per column that represent the 4 groups. So that's 160 pairs in total that we're monitoring there. And we can see the best performer right now is SXP, which is up almost 3%. So Bitcoin's down, the market is down overall, yet the best performer right now is along on SXP, which is up almost 3%. So with the number of these pairs pulling up this hard, it is possible we're going to see a little turnaround here. It wouldn't surprise me if Bitcoin does push back up across the center line in a sec. We'll keep an eye on it. Currently the worst performer, TLM, down over 1.8%. TLM and NEAR both down approximately 1.8%. With SXP now up 2.5%. Okay, so Bitcoin in the middle there, still hovering below the center line. Our white dots are all below the center line, so the market is definitely pulling back. The Bitcoin breakout score 0.65 is very flat. The breakout score ranges from negative 50 to 50. 0 in the center is consolidation. In fact, anywhere from negative 10 to 10 is consolidation, so we're right in the middle there on 0.84. If we were really pumping, you might see a breakout score of 30 or 40. If we were really dumping, it'd be down at negative 30 or 40. But a score of 0.79 is showing us that Bitcoin is pretty much completely flat. We're half an hour into our 4-hour candle, and half an hour in, 30 minutes in, we can see SXP 2% up and TLM just over 2% down. Bitcoin is down about 0.1%, and the market is definitely pulling back. In fact, that large white circle on this candle, we can see Bitcoin is now down more than 0.5%, about 0.6. Sorry, not Bitcoin, the whole market. The whole market, the top 40 pairs combined are down 0.6%. So they're being pulled down, not so much by Bitcoin, but by all of these guys down here. TLM down 2.4%, NEAR 2%. DENT 1.58 with CRV. Alice 1.3%. Aave, AXS, Gala would have all been wonderful shorts. I mean, jumping into one of these shorts when the price has moved 0.5% is usually a good time to jump in. You can see that all of these pairs you would have made money if you had entered a short once they crossed that 0.5% mark. So Bitcoin's still down, the market's still down. SXP is currently up about 1.6%. GLMR 1.4%. All right, let's have a look on a smaller time frame here. Let's jump all the way down to a 15-minute time frame. Okay, Bitcoin has a breakout score of 1.48, so it's still extremely flat, even on the 15-minute. Waves out in front, almost 1% up. And TLM, as we saw on the 4-hour, it's definitely still pulling back. So thinking about shorting anything here, we've got TLM down on the 4-hour and the 15-minute. So on the 15-minute, Bitcoin is up slightly, 0.01%. The market, the large white circle is below, the small white circle is above the line. So that's 160 pairs spread out. Most of the market is below the center line, down around 0.05%. And our worst 40 pairs by daily volume is slightly up. Bitcoin is slightly up, the market's slightly down. Worst performer, TLM, followed by RSR. Best performers are Waves and SNX. Okay, let's pull this back to the 5-minute. Everyone's always so quick to jump on trading Bitcoin and ETH. Meanwhile, you've got these outsiders that are pulling in all the money. I mean, look at this on our 5-minute chart, still has 3 minutes 30 to go. Bitcoin, the yellow column there, is down 0.005%. Well, you could be shorting something like ANC, which is already down 0.5%. So this is critical information to see which of these pairs is actually worth trading. There we go, KBTT down about 0.8%, ANC down 0.7%. 2.5 minutes to go on the 15 minute chart. We can see Bitcoin's completely flat. ANC is the only pair which is more than 0.5%. 0.5% down. Breakout score on the 15 for Bitcoin, negative 3.5. So that's why we're seeing this market just pulling back. In fact, I'm going to end this stream in just a moment and I'll pick it up again shortly. We'll see if there's any more volatility. Let's just have a look at the 5 minute. Oh, there we go. We are on the 5 minute, sorry. Okay, one last little look at the daily. So the daily, we can see the daily is up slightly. BSB on top, up just over 4%. The worst performer, ANC, down almost 6%. Generally though, Bitcoin's extremely flat. Breakout score negative 3 on the daily. And the market is definitely pulling back. Okay folks, take care. Yo, this is Jeff, just back for another quick crypto scalping session. And we're looking at the whole market here, 160 crypto pairs, 160 of the top pairs. The white dots are the market, so we can see the market moving up and down. The yellow columns are Bitcoin. You can see Bitcoin as it grows and falls. I think we're on 15-minute candle at the moment. So each of these little columns represents one 15-minute candle. And in that candle, we can see if the market moved up or down during the candle, if Bitcoin moved up or down during that candle, and we can see the top performers and the worst performers during that candle. So if we move forward now to the current candle, we can see the column is facing down a little, so Bitcoin is actually pulling back. It appears on this 5-minute candle, we're down almost 0.1%. Bitcoin's down almost 0.1%. Since the start of this 15-minute candle. The market is just moving up slightly. You can see that white dot, that's the average of the market, and it is moving up, hovering around the center line. If it keeps up there, Bitcoin's likely to pull up as well. We'll keep an eye on how Bitcoin, the white dot and Bitcoin usually work together. Bitcoin's really driving the ship, of course. There we go, as you can see there, Bitcoin's just pulled up as the white dot. The market average has pulled up as well. So currently looking at the best performer, near perp, just over 0.6% up. In fact, almost 0.7% up. And if Bitcoin continues this run, we're going to see AVAX, ADA, and a few others breaking through this 0.5% mark. There we go, AVAX, XLM, near, all up over 0.5% now. So if you jump on these, once they get to that 0.5% mark, we usually see a run. Not all the time, of course, but we very often see a run beyond. So AVAX, near, ADA was just about to poke its head through. Currently XLM and near, STX. If you think the market's going to pull back a little bit, then possibly the two to jump on would be ICP or Waves, both down almost 0.8%. Okay, XLM working towards 1% up. We're still about 0.8% up. as we can see, Bitcoin's fairly flat there. So the best determination now of what this market's going to do is to look at the Bitcoin breakout score. Bitcoin breakout score currently on 5.9. The range is -50 to 50. So 0 is right in the middle. That's our consolidation zone. If a pair has a breakout score of 0, it's not really doing anything. The main consolidation range is really -10 to 10. So right now we're 5.9, so we're still within our consolidation zone, where we often see the pair just going sideways, Bitcoin just traveling sideways. And once we get over 10, we tend to get a break up. Once we see less than -10 breakout score, we usually see the pair dump. Let me give you an example. Who's our top performer right now? XLM. So let's pull up XLM. And there we go, there's XLM. Breakout score of 32. Okay, that's what you want to see. That's when we want to get into longs, when we see a breakout score that's off the charts. What was Bitcoin, like 6 or something? See if I can bring up some normal candles here for you. Chart settings, no. Chart type. There we go, some nice little Heikin-Ashi candles, and we can see we've got support of 9.5, resistance of 8.29, so support wins, so we haven't got as much resistance as we have strength in our support, so we're pushing up. Breakout score of 32, there's no reason this is about to stop. It could stop, could turn around straight away, but hey, when we've got momentum like this, we can see so many candles in a row, there's no doubt that XLM is worth focusing on here. Let's just jump down to a smaller time frame and have a look. Let's jump right back down to the 1 minute. There we go, there's our 1 minute breakout score of 21 on the 1 minute. It's wonderful. Now the other tool we can use to really monitor these breakout scores is our multi-time frame sync. So let me just fire up our multi-time frame breakout tool. And let's have a look at XLM under multi-time